Good afternoon. The famous sign that tells you where we are for today's Big Match Live. It's Liverpool, last year's double winners, against Sheffield Wednesday. Well, we've had heavy rain here on Merseyside this morning, but as you can see now, the sun is out, with the pitch in excellent condition. And a good-sized crowd, in fact, the biggest in England this weekend. Well, the last week has seen Liverpool move to the top of the First Division for the first time this season. But a look at the table now, and you'll see that Arsenal have moved above them after yesterday's 4-0 win at Southampton. But as you can see, just 2 points separate the top 6 teams. So a win today will put Liverpool back on top. And joining me this afternoon, former England striker Mick Shannon. Now,
nice to be here, Ian.
Thank you. Now, you've seen both teams recently, haven't you?
That's right. I saw Liverpool last week on the plastic at QPR, and they took them apart the first 15 minutes. So much composure, and the midfield's been impressing me. I think that the midfield, they've got it dead right now.
Well, everybody talks about Russian walls, but you're saying to me that the midfield you feel is Liverpool's strength.
Well, I think so. McMahon's scored, I think, 11 goals this season.
Yes,
he's having a tremendous season. Liverpool have always scored goals from the middle of the park, but just have a look at his record there. That's, it's exceptional. They're scoring goals from there, and we know where they've got Rush, and they've got Welsh up front who can score goals. And this is a goal he scored here, a header, unbelievable, 18-yard header.
Well, as you say, he scored a lot of goals, but he won't score a better one than that. That's for sure.
That's a brilliant header, that is. But their midfield players have always scored goals. Terry McDermott, Whelan, who's subbed today, he's a bit unlucky, the lad. He always scores a lot of goals every year, but McMahon's the man in form and scoring the goals.
Today you feel at Liverpool, we can see goals from midfield.
That's right. They're so composed, and they got such a platform to get people into the box. And midfield players are getting in there and scoring goals.
Well, I've actually seen Sheffield Wednesday as well this year. In fact, the last time they were in the city, they lost 4-0 at Everton.
That's right.
Although I thought that they played quite well. And the thing about the Wednesday, I always feel, Mick, is that they'll create chances.
They'll always score goals. They're like Watford or Wimbledon. They get the ball in the box early, whether it's from a long throw in or from a free kick. They work on it, and they got big Chapman up front who's good in the air. I saw him at Forest the other week, and he scored 2 goals that day. He's very good in the air. He scored a great volley from the edge of the box that day.
And in form at the moment, 6 goals in his last 3 league matches. So, he's somebody I think that Liverpool have got to watch out for today, Mick, especially, as you were saying, crosses, corner kicks, free kicks. In this game against the Arsenal, remember we had that as a live match, and you see him coming in at the back post here to nod this one in. And this, I think, is what Liverpool have got to be very careful of this afternoon, because he's great at that.
He wins a lot in the air, and he got little Marwood who flits around him, and he picks up the pieces, and they're very dangerous when they get the ball in the box.
Yeah. OK, who's going to win it?
I think Liverpool will murder them.
Murder them?
Yeah.
OK.
I'll be honest.
All right, well, I think there should be some goals. And with that, we'll hand you up to the gantry for our match commentator, Brian Moore.
Thanks a lot, Ian. Let's take our check on the teams. Liverpool, first of all, with, inevitably, Bruce Grobbelaar in goal. A back four that's recently had Mark Lawrenson playing at right back. Gillespie and Hansen, the central defenders. In midfield, we've spoken about Steve McMahon. He really is becoming a bigger influence for Liverpool by the match. And as we were saying, he's weighed in with 11 goals as a bonus this season. And talking of goals, including the Charity Shield, well, Ian Rush has scored 20 times in 20 games. That's an amazing rate. And he and Paul Walsh, then, the threat up front for Wednesday today. Wednesday, for their part, have their captain in goal, Martin Hodge. The experience at the centre of their defence comes from 33-year-old Paul Hart, and he's got 20-year-old Ian Knight alongside him, so it's quite a test here for Ian today. The only previous experience he's had at Anfield was when he played here for Barnsley Reserves. The Icelandic international, Siggy Jonsson, is in the midfield with Laurie Madden, now suspended. And up front, Lee Chapman in good scoring run with 6 in the last 3 league games, and 18-year-old David Hurst from Barnsley is up there with him. The referee, Roger Milford from Bristol. Well, as usual, a tremendous Anfield atmosphere.